us now is Maggie Cocco. She is the Board Secretary of Digital Programming with Girls Rock Detroit, joining us on the MegaCast. Maggie, thank you for being with us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Appreciate having you on. So tell us a little bit about Girls Rock Detroit. What is the mission of the organization, and what services do you provide in our community?
Yeah, so Girls Rock Detroit is a volunteer-run music and social justice-minded community for youth and adults. We have a yearly camp for youth, but we also have year-round programming, especially since the pandemic. We've expanded to digital programming for adults. We aim to be a community hub for fostering creative expression, positive self-esteem, community awareness for girls, women, gender expansive, and transgender people through music education and performance.
We're joined by Girls Rock Detroit's website. You can find more information by visiting their website at girlsrockdetroit.org. Again, that is girlsrockdetroit.org. You have an online event coming up actually tonight called Overcoming Anxiety and Killing It on Stage with Jackie Daniels. Tell us about that event, how people can participate, and what they can experience by attending that event.
We do. So this is an event that is for ages 12 and up. So anybody who has issues with issues with public speaking, issues with, of course, we cater to a lot of performers, so performance of any kind. It's about kind of quelling those inner voices that can disrupt when you're trying to articulate yourself in front of an audience, about building confidence, very much kind of in line with our mission statement. And Jackie is a phenomenal performer herself. She has the Jackie Daniels Show that tours around. She's Detroit-based, but is around the U.S., and a lot of our instructors are touring musicians and Detroit-based, but also world-based performers. So we have a lot of really good things coming up.
Your mission on girlsrockdetroit.org on the nonprofit's website. It says it's a community organization dedicated to fostering creative expression, positive self-esteem, and community awareness for girls, women, gender expansive, and transgender people through music education and performance. So what are some of the ways, or what are some of the benefits? It's probably a better way to frame this. What are some of the benefits of music education and performance in fostering some of those positive attributes in a wide range of people that you serve?
So music education, music in general, requires a lot of vulnerability and soul searching. And when you come into a space, so what we strive to do is to create a very safe space for people to explore these themes. And through the exploration of these themes, not only do they meet other people that are like-minded and also trying to explore these themes, but they open themselves up to exploring these themes within themselves so they can build community and grow confidence in that way.
We're joined by Maggie Cocco. She is the Girls Rock Detroit Board Secretary of Digital Programming with us today on the MegaCast. Again, they have an event coming up tonight, Overcoming Anxiety and Killing It on Stage with Jackie Daniels. That's coming up tonight, December 9th. There's another online event, Girls Rock Detroit's Digital Volunteer Appreciation Hangout. What can people expect to experience at that event, and who is that for?
Yeah, so that is for anybody who is interested in our mission. So anybody who is at all interested in seeing what kind of volunteer opportunities we have coming up, what kinds of community events we have coming up. You'll learn about the GRD Book Club, where we talk about music and social justice-minded literature. You'll hear about camp volunteer opportunities. You'll hear about our upcoming workshops, and you'll get to meet other people that are interested in the same things.
Again, you can learn more information about Girls Rock Detroit and all of their events, as well as other ways that you can get involved with the nonprofit organization by visiting their website at girlsrockdetroit.org. Again, girlsrockdetroit.org. Another event that's coming up also December 15th, guitar accompaniment for singer-songwriters. What will people that are interested in songwriting or are interested in being singer-songwriters be able to learn from that event? And what sort of benefits in line with your mission come from developing that multifaceted skill of being able to both write and perform your own original songs?
Oh, thanks. That's a deep question this time. Yeah, Jess Julian, who has got her degree at Oakland U, but is now living and working in Nashville. She's going to be leading that workshop, and they are a fantastic guitarist. I am very excited to have Jess leading a workshop that is catered to people like me, because I'm a singer-songwriter, but from a vocalist standpoint. And so this one was kind of spoke to my personal background in music when I started to play out as a musician, and I wanted to self-accompany as opposed to relying on other people. So this speaks to my personal journey of starting from where my strengths are as a musician and developing them into the musician that I am today, a lot more versatile, a lot more independent. So this is a bit of a targeted workshop towards people who are songwriters, but are not necessarily people who feel very comfortable self-accompanying on the guitar. And Jess is going to do a fantastic job of sort of guiding you from being able to play very simple chords to making a really nice arrangement of your music. And yeah, it's all about self-confidence and upskilling.
So as the board secretary of digital programming, of course, all these virtual events coming up, the one tonight, Overcoming Anxiety and Killing It on Stage with Jackie Daniels, the event on December 9th, Girls Rock Detroit's Digital Volunteer Appreciation Hangout, and of course, the 15th guitar accompaniment for singer-songwriters. All those are great digital programs, specialty programs that are available through online events. But there are other general programs that are always available or are available throughout the year to those that Girls Rock Detroit serves. Tell us a little bit about some of those programs that are consistently ongoing and how other people can get involved in those programs.
Right. So we have one or two digital workshops going on each month, or digital workshop series. So in the new year, we've got ones coming up on DIY touring for musicians. We've got one coming up on protest music. So both breaking down the history of music in protest and also how to write your own protest songs. We have, so more things in that vein. And you can find out more about that on our website. What was the question? The rest of the question again?
How can people get involved in those different programs that are ongoing if they're interested, and if they are within the confines of the people that you provide these services to?
Oh, totally. So our providers, our public-facing people, are going to be sort of vetted women and gender-expansive persons for the sake of creating our safe spaces, but anybody is welcome to participate, to be on the receiving end of these services.
We're joined by Maggie Cocco. She is the Girls Rock Detroit Board Secretary for Digital Programming, joining us on the MegaCast. Again, you can learn more information about Girls Rock Detroit, 501c3 nonprofit that's been serving our community since February of 2016 as a 501c3 by visiting their website, girlsrockdetroit.org. Again, that is girlsrockdetroit.org, and this organization serves girls, women, gender-expansive, and transgender people through music education and performance as well. So, of course, yesterday was Giving Tuesday. We're in the holiday season. We're coming up on the end of the year. People are looking right now quite aggressively in comparison to throughout the rest of the year in a general sense to give to great organizations that are helping people in our communities here in southeastern Michigan and all throughout the state of Michigan as well. In terms of fundraising or in terms of need, through volunteer action or other resources right now, what are the greatest needs for Girls Rock Detroit so people can support another great nonprofit we have here in Michigan?
Thanks for asking. So we have volunteer opportunities that you can find out about by attending the volunteer meeting or by signing up for our newsletter. But we have a special sort of push happening right now. We have an apparel fundraiser, our GRD community fundraiser featuring 2 shirts, a Detroit branded logo by one of our own. Nicole Mallory designed this shirt, so you'd be supporting local artists and Girls Rock Detroit by purchasing this shirt, or an Ask Me About Detroit brand shirt, which I also recommend because that gets the word out there. Hopefully, if you're the kind of person that likes to talk and you wear this shirt, someone will come up and ask you about Detroit music.
You can learn more information, of course, as we've mentioned before, on girlsrockdetroit.org. That is girlsrockdetroit.org for more information on how you can get involved, programs that are running throughout the year for women, girls, gender expansive and transgender people, other community resources that are provided as well, and how you can donate to the organization. Also, again, girlsrockdetroit.org. And in terms of volunteer opportunities, as you're providing this music education and these performance opportunities, you need people that can help provide that education, that can help provide those outlets for music opportunities. If people are interested in getting involved, what are some of those volunteer opportunities that are available at this time or become available regularly throughout the year?
So at this time, we're looking for potential workshop instructors for the digital programming ongoing. We're booking out into 2022. And we're also looking for persons who might be interested in being a techie, which would be a person who sits on the Zoom calls and makes sure that everything runs for everybody else, and you get a free workshop. So that's cool. We have some in-person programming coming up in the new year, but it's still a little bit fuzzy on what that's going to look like because, with COVID, we kind of play things by ear a little bit. So it's best to just tune in to our newsletter and our website to find out more about in-person opportunities.
Again, you can go to their website to keep up to date on all of that by visiting girlsrockdetroit.org. You can also follow them on many social media on Facebook, facebook.com/girlsrockdetroit, on Twitter, twitter.com/girlsrockdet or at girlsrockdet. And follow them on Instagram as well, Girls Rock Detroit. Again, all of those also linked on the website, as well as applications if you want to participate as a volunteer, participate in their camp, join their board of directors, and other opportunities as well, including surveys. That's girlsrockdetroit.org/applications. girlsrockdetroit.org/applications. We're joined by their board secretary of digital programming, official Maggie Cocco, on the MegaCast. Girls Rock Detroit recently received MCA, CA, and a Kresge Foundation funding, and the plans are for that to include greater board development and ultimately finding a permanent space for Girls Rock Detroit programming. Right now, what are the goals with this funding that's come in? What are you looking for in a permanent space? And what are some other ways that, on top of this funding, the community can help provide this resource to this organization?
Sure. So we have funding that's come in from the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs that is to go directly towards our development as a board. And so for the first time, Girls Rock Detroit has a board that doesn't include any of the founding members. And a lot of our board members are people for whom this is their first time being on a board. So this board development is also going to growing Detroit natives and Detroit-based creatives who are sort of stepping into those roles for the first time. So we're bringing in counsel for the development of these administrative persons, and we're also, as you mentioned, looking for a permanent space. So Girls Rock has been at Wayne State, we've been at churches, we've been at DIME. The Detroit Institute of Music Education. So we're getting to the point where we'd really like to have a permanent space that functions as our hub, and so we have the funding to be looking for that. So if anybody hears of a good space, let us know.
We're joined by Maggie Cocco, Girls Rock Detroit's board secretary and digital programming official, joining us on the MegaCast. You can learn more information again at girlsrockdetroit.org. And again, Maggie, you mentioned on the front of trying to find permanent space for Girls Rock Detroit programming. You said if anyone knows of any good spaces or has some spaces they'd be willing to provide to Girls Rock Detroit, that they should reach out and contact your organization. What would be the best way for them to go about doing that if they'd like to help?
Definitely do it through the website. We've got all of our contact information there. Website.
Again, their website for all that contact information. You can fill out a contact form right there, girlsrockdetroit.org/contact, or send them an email directly, info@girlsrockdetroit.org. That's info@girlsrockdetroit.org. Maggie, just another few minutes with you. Anything else about Girls Rock Detroit you'd like to mention today, or any other events or programs or any other topics that we haven't touched on today that you'd like to discuss?
You've been so thorough. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Just that we're really trying to grow, and so we like people's input. You know, if you're drawn to the organization, if there's anything that you'd like to see from the organization, and what would benefit you and your community. If our mission appeals to you, then, you know, help us kind of go all the way and come to you, because we're growing, we're building, we're developing, and we're community oriented, community based. We're entirely volunteer run. So we thrive off this feedback. It really helps us to know what our community needs and where we're going with it.
Maggie, thank you very much for joining us, telling us more about these upcoming events, including tonight's Overcoming Anxiety and Killing It on Stage with Jackie Daniels, and 2 other events on December 9th and on December 15th, respectively, and all things Girls Rock Detroit.
Thanks so much.